We might want to do this now.
Because
I thought I was going to get kicked.
Wait, you started the video?
Yeah, because I thought I was going to get kicked. I don't really fancy getting kicked.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, now this is just really scuffed. Okay, well, hey guys, welcome to our first podcast on YouTube.
Which we have just gone over from Twitch, yes.
This is going to be very cringe, but I am your co-host, Dom.
McGlass.
And, yes, Dom McGlass is runner. And this is your lovely, owner of the podcast.
I ballistic script now. It was just referred to me as Darley. I obviously you know my YouTube handle because this is on my YouTube. I don't even remember what my YouTube handle is anymore, and it's probably King Zan, which is a bit on the cringe side, but I guess it'll have to do.
I'm sure we'll change it later on or some shit.
Probably will change it to something a bit more
appropriate.
Yeah, much more appropriate for the situation we're in. So, Dom, what are we going to do for this podcast? Do you want to set the tone? Or...
Well, considering that I feel a bit burnt out from the Twitch one, that felt very pointless after telling me about this. What's up with, people? Why is everyone an asshole nowadays?
Yeah, good point. So, do you want story time?
Story time?
We can do
be my guest, go ahead.
We can do story time podcasts, you know.
Alright, be my guest, go ahead. Story time then.
Great, now I have to pull an event that happened.
Sure, you best not to name people.
Yeah, that's my issue, I name people, so...
Give people a fake name. Whenever it's me, just refer to me as Daddy.
No. Shut up.
As Godskin Duo may say, yes, I shall call you Daddy.
Yeah, I was about to say...
Well, there you go. There's one.
That.
Yeah.
Right, so have you guys ever heard of a smegma group called the Godskin Duo? Now, this is an Elden Ring reference because I have to make this reference because, well, you know Godskin Nobles, obviously. Everyone played Elden Ring, you know exactly what it is. So,
yeah,
Nobles, they're a bit bigger than the average person. Or the apostles, should say. They're a bit bigger than the average apostle. So, basically, you ever met a pair of Godskin Nobles that are just so insufferable that, you kind of just feel like ending it? Not yourself, but the noble.
Oh, ended them.
Yeah.
So account of murder, nice.
It's lovely. But basically.
Okay, you are being really slow. Do you want to get a coffee or something? Story time shouldn't take this long, my dude.
I'm tired.
Let me vamp it up a bit, okay? Basically, me, my good old pally Dow, and two other people. Let's say for their names.
We don't actually know their names.
No, not the Godskin Duo. I mean, the other two people we were with.
Oh, yeah, you can call... Let's just say Casper and, let's say Loretta. There you go.
Okay, Casper and Loretta. So, me, Dali, Casper and Loretta, we were at the gym, yeah? And, we're having a decent time, mind your own business, working out, fantastic, yeah? And then, Casper points out to me, saying that one of the Godskin apostles were looking at me. I look back, he looked like he wanted to eat me, so I stopped looking. And then, in maybe 5 minutes later, one of them is starting an issue already with Loretta.
Yeah, Loretta, yeah.
And it got to the point where Dali felt the need to, you know, mention this to him.
Which,
To
should I
say,
have to
like,
say what I said? I'll just
yeah,
repeat it. Right. So, I basically turned around and said, "Could you stop staring at people like borderline perving on them, and focus on yourselves and your workout because you've already started on someone?" And that is all I said. As Don would like to continue the story.
and they just felt the need to, you know, start an argument inside the gym, and you know, it's gonna, okay, it's gonna happen. You know, it's a thing that tends to
It's a
happen
high
when, you know, two
testosterone area.
when two people go in the gym and they act like they're all that, yeah. And it just
Classic.
felt like after a while that, you know, they stopped and they were just staring at us all the time at the gym, and then Loretta and Casper decided to go on the treadmills and, you know, do a bit of cardio, yeah. And me and Darley, Darley's on the ab workout, and I'm just talking to him, and the Godskin duo, they just walk up and they just size me and him, and they just, you know, they're acting like they're all that and like they're perfect and everything, and then they go downstairs and they start mocking Darley. And we only know this because Loretta said that they could see them pretending to grab the tits because they're practically calling Darley fat when he's far from that. Really shocks me the fact that they're using an insult when they're, you know, triple the size of us.
Yeah.
I feel like if me and Darley both stood together, we would still be smaller than them.
Well, obviously, I didn't know about the whole grabbing the chest part, like, at all.
No, Loretta mentioned it to you.
Oh, I obviously wasn't paying attention because I don't remember that part, but it does sound like something that happened, and to be honest, it probably did. Like, I'm not discrediting
You,
it all.
you can ask them.
I'm not discrediting it all. I believe you on that one.
I mean, you won't be discrediting me, you discredit Loretta.
Yeah. Nah,
But basically,
I believe you. Yeah.
we're coming out, you know, like, we've been in the gym for 3 hours. We're coming out, walking downstairs, we're getting in the change rooms, and these guys stop their workout to go out their way to say, "Oi, bruv, who do you think you're talking to like that?" And
I can remember. I can remember it distinctly. So
uh,
I walked out. We all did. We all did. I weighed myself. 76 kilos. Still a bit overweight for my age and height, but that's fine. So we walked out. Went downstairs. Now I didn't notice they were behind me. Like not at all. I heard a bit of heavy breathing, but it's the gym. There's heavy breathing all the time. You kind of because everyone's like exhausted, working out hard, you know, putting their all into what they can do. So I didn't think much of it. I walked into the changing rooms. I grabbed my bag. I put it on the bench. Moved someone's water bottle over because I didn't know whose water bottle it was, and it was just sitting there. I'm a nice guy. I wasn't gonna like crack it open and fucking crank 90s or anything, but I moved over to the side. I was being a nice guy. I turn around and I see them grab Loretta's arm. Now this is a bit of a weird thing. I'm like, okay, whatever. They just pushed them out the way. That's a bit odd. So I look back and I'm like, what's going on there? Why are they in here? Anyway, because they've only been in the gym for like 30 minutes. That's a bit peculiar. Maybe they're just going home. So
yeah, after a 30-minute workout.
Yeah, which is ridiculous, but so I proceed to grab my bag and go to walk out. They go, "Oi, bruv," and I respond with, "Yeah." They then look at me and go, "You don't know who you're talking to," and then they try to grab me. Now, instinctively, when they try to grab me, I get reminded of like all this stupid shit of like all these people like trying to grab me, trying to like rough me up, and like just chat rubbish basically. So I got a bit pissed off because they tried to grab me. I called them a fat cunt. I'm not sugarcoating that.
No,
And
I can tell.
I stormed out. I stormed out. Well, I didn't really storm out. I was walking out. I walked out. They then said, "Who are you calling fat?" Now, let me in mind that the only reason they started on me is because, well, the only reason I said anything to begin with is because they were starting on Loretta, and then I responded with stop starting on people, and obviously, as Dom explained, what I said and how I obviously I repeated what I said. There was no harm. There was no harm in it. I was just telling them to stop because it was getting ridiculous. We're here to be mature, and obviously, they're older than me. Well, one of them was older than me, so. Me and Dom, then the whole group. So we were walking. They then went, obviously, who you call fat. Didn't once say they wanted to fight, which is the funny part, because then they proceeded to slowly follow me and Dom and Loretta and Casper to the lobby. I then went sat down because I thought it was a bit weird, so I sat down in the lobby. They then proceeded to walk out the front door, go all the way down to their car, and hide behind their car at the boot. Now, do you want to continue the story, Dom, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'll be honored to.
Alright, well,
basically,
I pull it to you, my kin.
Hmm?
I'll pull it to you then, my kin.
Oh, thanks. But basically, we are in the lobby and they've just went outside, and we thought, bit cheerlier, 30-minute workout. Should have been there longer, but whatever, they do them. And Lord and behold, I just see one of their heads peeking over the car, and, I'm thinking, okay, something's a bit dodgy, We've just had an argument and they're behind the car, anything could happen. We're in England. They could get a weapon out of the car, wait for us, jump us. And Lord and behold, they come back inside to start trying to have another argument, and they're like, "Oh, are you too scared to call me a fat cunt outside of the premise?" And like, no, we're not stupid enough to go outside and you behind a car and you could get whatever the fuck. Because it only takes one iron bar to go across my fucking head and I'm dead.
Yeah.
Hit me right in the fucking.
Which is why.
Hit me right in the fucking temple and I'm gone. And like they start to keep on saying, "Oh, you're a pussy and everything. Call me a fat cunt and you didn't come outside."
So obviously they were referring to me.
They were referring to you because you're the only one who said it.
Yeah, they were antagonising me and basically wanted to only fight me, which was the funny part. And then anyway, continued on.
Thanks for interrupting me. But anyway, fact is that they were, starting to have an argument, and then they brought it inside to have another argument, and then, we're sitting in the lobby, and there's two of them, and they're like having a massive go at everyone, and mainly talking to Dali about this because they seem to think Dali was the main reason why they came back in, even though I was the one who was saying I couldn't hear them, because they were trying to talk to us in minus frequency, to the point where a dog couldn't hear it. Because, these guys are...
Like they were even a bit scared about what they were about to do.
Because they were terrified for their fucking life. And, Lord and behold, they come back in and they start to have a go at Dali and calling him fat, when, like I said, he is far from that. And yet, calling me a emo. When, bear in mind, I'll admit this, I am bigger than Dali, by far. And yet he was the one who was being called fat. And then calling Loretta, what was it again?
Called Loretta a nerd, called all of us nerds, but yeah.
And I don't think Casper got called anything.
Scrawny. Yeah, Casper didn't get called anything, they called Scrawny as well.
And they're acting like basically that they own this place, They're saying like, "Do you know who I am?" And Dali asked the question, "Who are you?" No response, by the way, about who they are.
I was
still
really,
to this day.
Desperate to hear it.
Still to this day, I do not know who Godskin duos are. But they also use the thing saying, "Oh yeah, but I know people. I know people." Yeah. But then yeah, same here. I know Darley. I know Loretta. I
Mum,
know Casper. I know my mum. I know my dad. I know my high school teachers.
Well, you know your
My
dad. That's
college
probably enough for
teachers.
them. That's where they feel off. That's the you know,
Fabulous.
definitely they must be. Like,
Fabulous behaviour.
but I wouldn't even
But
put it down to that level because I'm fatherless. So where's this going? Fatherless and motherless, maybe, parentless.
no, loveless.
Maidenless too.
Friendless. Maidenless. Oh, Alderman cannot escape my day-to-day life.
No. Yeah.
But it just like the whole reason why I brought this topic up is just because of the fact that people, I don't know why, but it feels like people have to have the need of being an arsehole when it's not needed. Like at a gym, you're there to work on yourself, yeah. Don't get me wrong, the whole, like, you can have the whole argument about staring people in the gym, but I understand if you have a glance at someone, maybe because, like, oh, that's the next machine I'll work out at, or whatever, yeah? But, no, it was the case of they were staring at us because they, you know, probably wanted to finger Darley, or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Bit odd.
I'd say so.
But
I'm a pretty attractive man.
oh, I'd fuck any day of the week. But regardless, it would be the fact of they were sitting there and just being massive assholes for no reason. No reason. We didn't start it. They did. And yet, there'll be one fucker who watches this video, I guarantee it, and you know, they'll side with them. They'll side with the Godskin doer.
There always is someone like that. But I hope they know that they're just because they side with them doesn't mean at all they are in the right.
No, by far.
Like we discussed on the podcast on Twitch, it only takes one person to side with something.
Yeah, to get really extreme about it and then violent.
Yep. I don't think violent measures were needed.
No, they weren't. But yeah, but yet again, they still went out their way to go behind their fucking car boot and, you know, pull out whatever the fuck it was gonna be. Because it wasn't gonna be a fucking fisticuff fight, it was gonna be a fucking iron wrench in my head, on the floor, seizing out.
Yeah. And the fact that they were going to jump me as well, like, in particular, like, both of them were going to go for one person was ridiculous. Plus the fact that there was no need for
bear in mind,
them.
Bear in mind, don't get me wrong, these guys were a tad bit taller than us, like what? You're like 5'6", aren't you? 5'7"?
About 5'7", 5'8".
Alright, and I'm like 5'6" to 5'7", yeah?
Yep.
We're not the tallest, yeah? But yet we're not massively fat. Quite muscular. And these guys were literally, if you type up Godskin duo,
yeah,
Godskin Noble, if you type up that is literally what they looked like. And yet they were so adamant of dying on the hill saying, oh, we're just here to work out because, you know, we're trying to, you know, work on ourselves.
Which is what I brought up.
But if you are,
yeah.
If you are working on yourself, why are you looking at other people, you dumb twat?
And may I interlude?
Yeah, be my guest.
The fact that I even said to him, I'm all for you working on yourself, but you're working on yourself. You're not working on how you're, like, what I was thinking in my head was you're not working on how good your eyesight is to spot out other, like, people, like you perv on girls and stuff, because they were making people uncomfortable as well. And it's not even that.
Oh yeah, by far.
Here was another argument they made. Ready? They said, no hiccup, sorry. They said that they would have left it at what I said. They didn't have to go out their way and pursue me into the changing rooms. Because they were making...
No, because you know how fucking weird that is.
They got straight off of it and pursued me into a room where people get changed without cameras. Now that was a bit odd, especially because they came up behind me while I was reaching in my bag. Lucky them, I did not have a weapon on me, otherwise I would have pulled it at that point, because I'm sorry, if two males approach you, or two people, in fact, that were starting on people, approach you in the changing rooms with your back turned to them, of course you're going to get a bit weirded out. If I had a weapon, I would have probably pulled it out, showed them that I had a weapon, and told them to fuck off. But that's not the point. What the point is that they sat there during their workout at the door where you leave, waiting. Like there's rowing machines right at the door. Like, let me just picture this for you. The layout is a bit odd, but there's rowing machines right at the door where you leave to then go down to the changing rooms to get your stuff and then go or get changed. Lucky for me, I don't have to get changed because I walk home in my gym's attire, so it's fine. But I go to leave after weighing myself. Did not say one thing while I was weighing myself. They were still like sitting there, not even rowing on the rowing machine, like not even doing anything like that. And what they do is they get up and follow me into the changing rooms. I didn't know they were behind me. Obviously, I've already stated this. Then they come up behind me. That's a bit upsetting when they started on after me telling them not to do anything and even being in approval of most of the attendees at the gym. For them then to start on me after obviously me saying something and saying I'm not stuff. I get it, yeah, but then they went quiet. To them then to secretly follow me into the changing rooms when I had my back turned to the door, them come up behind me. I'm sorry, you're bound to get a bit freaked out by that. But then to antagonise me in the changing rooms when they had the argument, oh, I would have allowed it if you left it at that. I didn't say anything else after telling them to stop. I was bickering amongst our friends, like just saying about how like immature they were being, but that was about it. They antagonised me in the changing rooms. I then told them to basically fuck off because no, I'm not having that. You do not follow another person into the changing rooms. Like full stop. You do not. When you aren't going in there for a actual valuable reason or a good reason, you do not follow someone into the changing rooms. Full stop. Like at all, you do not do that. That is bored. That's just creep. That's just creep level. That is not anything else like that. So after doing that, you then antagonise them and threaten them by saying you don't know who you're talking to and stuff like that. Well, that's ridiculous. That's just preposterous. But to then proceed to basically, after I called them fat, which I'll admit, yeah, I body shamed them, but I'll admit I was in a bit of I had a weird feeling in my gut after that. So I was just more or less telling them to go away because obviously they threatened me, so I got my fat bastard, as you do. You don't. They then said something about me calling them fat, and I went, who are you calling fat? And stuff like that. And then to not even tell someone to go fight them, but to then silently follow them out after obviously making a commotion, but making it look like you're going to go back up to the gym. To then silently follow them out, and then to walk out to your car and hide behind the boot. Not even say you're going to fight me. You go do that, and you go wait for me to come out to jump me with a weapon, and then calling me a pussy for not leaving, although I had a weird feeling about you coming up behind me in the fucking changing rooms, where people get changed. Even in those changing rooms, people get naked sometimes. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are they gonna insert themselves into me? Is that what I was looking for? What, a little tummy tickle? Was that what I was looking for? Because I don't really think so. So obviously for them to do that and then come back to me and call me a coward, basically by calling me a pussy and everything, and telling me to come outside, well, they clearly reached into their boot for a weapon, and I didn't know if they had, I don't know, a switchblade or anything in their fucking pockets after going to their boot. No, I'm not going outside. And better yet, why were they sitting there acting like they offered me to fight? They did not once do it. They did not once. They were waiting to jump me. So that's also a bit weird. And for the fact for them to come back
How do you still have hiccups?
I don't know.
Go drink some water.
A little bit.
No, go do it now before you continue.
Alright. We have a small
You're
break.
annoying me. Now I'll talk amongst these people. Just tell me when you're disappearing.
I should be fine though. As I had a bit of water, should be fine.
Okay.
But no, yeah. So then, obviously, to call me a coward and act like you offered me to fight, to then make it look like in front of everyone you offered me to fight, is another coward move there. Actually, and I would say that's their coward move. Is that they're acting big and like they offered me to fight and that I was declining it. Better yet, might I add that they were starting on someone who was exhausted from a gym workout session, then acting like, oh, you don't want to fight me, when in reality I did not. I'm not a Sigma, okay? I don't want to solve everything with like fisticuffs. I'm no alpha and beta.
Okay,
Alpha and beta males do not exist, right? Can we just get that straight? They do not exist. That's just
beta, I'm not entirely sure.
Alright, yeah, you're right. That's just a wording. You can't say that you were born as a beta or an alpha. That's just ridiculous. Alright, we don't live by the animal kingdom anymore. Alright, I'm not going to sit there and go, oh yes, I'm alpha wolf. No, I'm not a furry for one. Alright, I feel like men who call themselves alphas are just furries. Can we get that straight? And what's this unnecessary need to start on everyone? That's another thing. It was unneeded. I was not going to. I mean, oh yeah, back onto the massive rant that I just went off. They would allow it. Why didn't they then? Why did they follow me into the changing rooms?
It's because apparently what we said, Deli, when you called him a fat cunt.
But I only called him a fat cunt when we were in the changing rooms.
Yeah, but he was saying he would have allowed it when we were in the lobby.
But then there was no need to follow me into the changing rooms, because he said he was going to leave it there. So why did he follow me into the changing rooms then? He's poked holes into his own bullshit. But anyway, do you want to continue with how they were talking?
They were just acting like, oh no, it's really. I mean, saying, do you know who I am? When you don't have a fucking clue, can?
Still don't.
And still don't to this day.
I've lived here for
when I know who they are.
Still don't know who they are.
But no, it's just really annoying because I don't understand. Like, a gym is like to improve yourself, yeah. It's the whole reason why you're there. And like, yeah, again, they try to counter your argument by when you call them fat by saying, "Oh, we're just here to work on ourselves." So then, why did you go your way to then also call someone fat and scrawny or whatever the fuck?
Oh yeah, they called me fat, and I lifted up my vest and said, "I don't think I'm fat," and they proceeded to go quiet and stutter.
Okay, you don't need to tell everyone your story, Hercules. But it's the fact that...
Alright, it was just a funny little
God's
bit.
gonna posture.
No, but...
No, but you know what I mean? It's the factor of... They were trying to insult with bodies when they mentioned it first, so he proceeded to say it, and then they got really butthurt about it. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, they threatened me, literally, straight up threatened me and tried to touch me as well.
Well, yeah, because they want to penetrate you down with God. You should be,
yeah, so I'm allowed to react in a weird way when someone comes up behind me.
No, not if they want to bend you over. That's when you say yes, please.
Oh, yeah, so I'm supposed to allow it, yeah?
Well, yeah, because they were going to allow it, God.
Yeah, whatever they allow is okay. Yeah, I've got to live by their rules.
Oh, don't say we have to get Dunson Owen.
Please don't.
Dunson Owen, we know who he is, don't we?
Yes, we know who he is.
Yeah, you like what I did with the name, didn't you?
Yeah.
But
by the time we're going to be done with this whole podcast series, we're going to have many, as people would say, ops.
Ops? What? Huh? Huh? Am I the caveman now? I don't even know what you're talking about.
You know how roadmen say ops when they like oppositions?
No, ops are police. You brainlet.
Oh, I got told that there was oppositions. Maybe I'm
no, they're brainlet. You brainlet. Fucking confused me.
I got confused because everyone like uses it for like police and they use it for like
no, it's not used to people they don't like.
Oh, why do people use it like that then?
I'm telling you, it's not. I'm telling you, it's not.
Alright, well, fair enough. Well,
Trust
then
me.
people have been using it incorrectly, and I've gotten the wrong message.
Trust me. I know a blonde guy who's got a beard, and we saw him in the gym, and he was taking pictures. Okay, he knows everything about Roadman talk. He likes a bit of beer, and that's about it.
Do you also want to talk about where you saw the shorter Godskin?
The shorter god. So this shorter skin god duo, I saw him lurking once upon a time, right outside the high school that me and Dali attended to. The name shall be not named because fuck you guys.
I feel like basically doxing myself. Thank you.
Yeah. But in retrospect, though, I remember like coming outside. This has to be like a year or two ago, and the reason how I can tell, yeah, by his fucking stupid voice. He has one. He's not from here. As Dali likes to mention, he sounds like a Kiwi.
It's definitely
Kiwi?
a non-pilled Kiwi. Yeah. That's a nice hair.
It's not a ripe Kiwi, should we say?
Yeah, it's all smooth and squidgy.
For some reason, it's bigger than average.
Yeah, it's like a coconut. It's like a gone off coconut, more like it.
But basically, he was lurking outside of mine Dali's high school once upon a time.
Which
and I don't think he was like trying to be in like a pedophile, as I should say, but
he's been a bit weird.
It was definitely borderline weird because he is older than us. He is.
And like we're old enough, like me and Dom are old enough not to be in that high school anymore because we're in college now.
Yeah.
So it's a bit weird.
So for some guy to look outside of high school like 2 years ago, it's a bit odd.
Yeah, I mean they had a car and a job and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, at least one of them had a car and a job.
The other one.
Godskin duo like he didn't.
Yeah,
he was too busy saying it for him.
I don't know why he brought up the as the thing either, but. Anyway.
Yeah, literally as the worker makes more than whatever job he's doing. Won't mention names.
I don't know, they were just an insufferable pair. I mean, I technically have a recording
well, this is what I mean.
of what they said, but I don't see the point of releasing it.
No, it's not like a public thing. It's just a story time. That's for in case if we see them again, if they do anything.
Yeah, it's more of a Dali and Dom special item. It's like the music box for Gascoigne on Bloodborne.
But basically, but basically, though, in a whole nutshell, I just don't understand why people have to be such insufferable cunts.
Which is a perfect way of putting it. Insufferable.
Because. Okay, whose alarm is that?
I have like 3 of them.
But basically, oh my god. Well, first one went off in the other podcast, didn't it?
Yeah, this is just making me remember too much.
Well, basically, ouch. It just, ouch. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I just don't understand why people have the need to be like that. Like, what, you had a bad day or something, so you've got black magic. What the fuck? No. No. But basically, I just don't understand why people like. Well, you had a bad day, so you have to start on every single person you see. Because, like, okay, I'll admit that all 4 of us, we're not average, not as in like we're special or whatever. Because, best way to describe it, we dress differently, at least to UK standard. Some of us may dress like it's. Some of us may dress like it's Halloween still. Some may not. Never know. But regardless, it's more about the fact that it's a gym and you're there to work on yourself. I don't understand why you care about everyone else. And it annoys me. Like, I came here to work on myself. Why the fuck do you care what I'm doing? I'm not being a twat with the machines.
I don't come to the gym to work on comebacks.
Like, I'm not here to, like, just show off my massive, guns or my chiseled six-pack.
People who do that's just insufferable.
Yeah. Incels, some may say.
Okay, Ashley knows how to use revenge.
Oh. Oh. She got me. No, but I don't know. It's just really rage-inducing for people.
It is.
Because, like don't get me wrong, I know there'll be people. Yeah, even though you shouldn't, not the smartest, but yeah.
Not spot. I mean, like, look at myself in the mirror and stuff. Like, I'll check myself out, type stuff. But
Yeah, but that's different. Working on progress, though, that's different. Because at the end of the day, you're looking at yourself. You're not looking at the other guy in the room.
Yep.
No, I am tired. Anyway, anything else you'd like to talk about? Because we've been talking about that for like the past 40 minutes.
Yeah, about 36 and 44 seconds.
Okay, fucking mister. I've got a time on my screen. I can't see it.
I know. That's what makes it there.
No, this makes it unfair.
I have an unfair advantage. Oh god, I just feel really sick all of a sudden.
You know why?
It's because it's really early in the morning, haven't slept.
I was about to say, lack of sleep. Very crucial for your day.
Yep.
And the fact that Mr. What shall we call him? You know who I'm on about. The guy who has a big afro on his head. Who we know.
Oh.
Trying to get us to go out tomorrow. Or today, should I say. Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not referring to him as Drake and Josh.
Ow, I just hit my fucking foot in the boot again.
Bro, I'm about to get to rep fucking 7 already.
I'm about to get to rep 2. How have you gone up so fast?
You wanna know my secret?
Yeah.
Good at gaming.
No, I know what it is. You
What?
did that brawl thing on the fucking character.
What brawl thing?
The brawl thing we did with like the 20x.
No. Maybe.
It's not maybe. I watched you do it. We were playing it together.
No. Look, I'm about to be rep 100. Don't ruin this moment.
Yeah, I'm about to be rep 69. Don't ruin this moment. I'm literally after this match. I'll be rep 69.
Okay, every fucking basic meme. Anyway, though, we've talked about that. What would you like to talk about, Darley?
Politics, no.
Okay, this is going to be a politics podcast now on.
I hate
It's no
politics.
longer the double D thoughts. This is going to be the double D politics.
It's I'm right, you're wrong. Shut up.
It's going to be
right,
what do you want to?
Shit.
It's going to be fascist and communism. Those are the only two.
So just
you get a pick.
Yeah, just the aisle between Hitler and Stalin.
You get a pick. Which one do you want to be?
You don't
but for them bad people,
you don't get to pick middle groups or anything. You have to pick extremist.
Which one you want to be? Anyway, like I said, what do you want to talk about? Because I feel like so far I've been the one carrying about this podcast. What?
I'm talking about the placement of gaming at the moment.
Yeah, it feels like every fucking new game that gets released isn't as overly good as it used to be, unlike Elden Ring, because that's God tier game.
Yeah, right. So the overall hype towards games, as it's increased over the years, the games have gotten worse. But I feel like that's because the
Increased?
games have felt... Yes, because the hype did increase. It's had a plateau recently and it's gone down.
For
As the hype
what?
increased, games started doing less and less to impress the audience because they just used to get happy with a logo and a title. Call of Duty, for example, that's a very big one.
Yeah, but COD was good back when fucking, like what, Modern Warfare 3.
Back in the lobbies where everyone would scream the N-word at each other, I'm guessing.
No, I said Modern Warfare 3. That was Modern Warfare 2.
They still happen in Modern
Anyway.
Warfare 3 and Black
No,
Ops
no, no,
2
no, no.
and Black Ops
No,
1.
no, 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 no. Anyhow, yeah. I mean, I don't know, because it all depends on the game, really. No new actual major game release came out because, like, for example, other than Elden Ring, because, like, yeah, like, example, Elden Ring has been a household name that was mentioned ages ago.
Yeah, what
Because, you
about
know,
Dying Light 2? That was mentioned over 7 years ago.
yeah, but if you compare Dying Light 2, or Dying Light 1 to Dark Souls 3, yeah, which one do you think's more famous?
Definitely Dark Souls.
There you go. It all
Yeah, I mean,
depends on
FromSoft
the.
is more famous anyway.
It all depends on the game. Like for example, there's going to be a new game coming out. I don't know how long. It's going to be coming out this year, but the Sons of the Forest. Yeah, that was from the original game, The Forest. Great game, funny as fucking hell. I think one day we might have to do that for a podcast, like background game. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
either that,
probably.
either that, or we could do like Elden Ring, and we can do like co-op, like start a new character, I guess, maybe.
Yeah,
Who
I just need
knows,
to get
maybe.
I just need to get my platinum trophy anyway.
Okay, well you can also do that. I was doing that, but anyway, fact is, the Forest, yeah, it it was a known game, but people stopped playing it for quite a while. But I reckon when the Son of Forest comes out, yeah, it won't be that well known. I reckon it will have barely any hype for it.
Yeah, but that's the
But
beauty of hidden gems.
no, but that's also the issue with hidden gems, because if it doesn't get enough support, it will die.
Yeah, but gaming is today is very well known. Yeah, I mean, the Forest is a very well known game. Like Markiplier and that will fucking play Sons of Forest. You know that's gonna happen. But
Yeah, but
it's like here's the thing. It's a big market because I mean more people play games today than they did that ever, like ever.
yeah, but if you look at the hype for games nowadays compared to back, like let's say maybe 2016, yeah,
That's because
the
people who are
hype is
truly
not the
passionate.
same.
That's because people who are truly
Yeah,
passionate about games are playing them.
yeah, but that's the issue. It sucks nowadays.
It does suck. You're right.
I haven't been that happy of a game since Elden Ring. But let's say Elden Ring didn't come out this year, yeah, I would have not been happy. I would still be playing GTA 5 with a finger up my hole, being bored as fuck.
I mean, also, I feel like because people who are not passionate about games, they'll let mediocre things slide.
I don't get me wrong, I mean, we're still playing For Honor. This game was like made in 2015. But you know what? I enjoy it. I'll say it, I'm the average cringe user who plays this game and likes it. Darley's only here for XP. That's a different story. But
I'm
regardless,
just here for customization of character.
it's the matter of fact of, I feel like gaming as a whole is dying.
Oh yes, because people would rather watch it than play it.
And you know what I call them?
What?
Stupid.
I mean, watching something is an experience, but playing it is also an experience. It's a
An
whole different
experience there, so...
It's an experience in itself. You can watch it, but you should also play it. I feel like you should play it then watch it. Or if you're
Playing
in...
it, I feel like you should play it only because it also supports the actual game itself. Watching
And
it does not support the game.
If you enjoy it, yeah, but I feel like if you watch it, you kind of have an obligation to play it, unless you don't like the look of it.
You don't though.
Yeah,
There
but I'm
have
saying you
been many
should.
people who watch YouTube, who watch like a YouTube video and
Yeah,
they
I
don't
wasn't
do it.
saying you have the obligation to play it, or you have to. I'm saying you should have the obligation to play at that point.
You
If
should
see what
have,
the
but like
game
I'm
has
saying,
to
it
offer
doesn't
you.
happen though.
Yeah, I know it doesn't, but
Like, oh, I think that if YouTube videos stopped coming out so frequently, yeah, games would be more popular.
which they would.
For example, what was that one Final Fantasy Freeze game? The most recent one.
Security breach.
Yeah. How the anyone's played that more that it's got more views on it due to the fact that you've got people like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, or whatever the fuck playing it. Yeah. Millions of views on their channels, yet the game does not have an average base following
No,
of
apart from
playmen.
cosplayers. They don't actually
Yeah,
play it.
cosplayers, but those are benders. Anyway, doesn't matter. They're
Well,
dickheads.
that's a whole different discussion there. Bringing.
Shut up.
I mean, people who dress up as Five Nights at Freddy's characters don't claim not to be fairies, maybe living a lie, but.
You can claim not to be fairies, but you fucking are.
Yeah,
You fucking are.
dead off.
But, what's it? No, but it's the major factor of, I feel like YouTube in itself is a, don't get me wrong, it's a great website, but it kills so many things.
It spoils stuff as well.
Like, oh, I was trying my best to not see any spoilers about the new Doctor Strange, because I haven't seen it. I want to see it, haven't seen it. And it's already been spoiled for me.
Is it?
Yeah. I already know how it ends.
I would say something, because now I'm curious, but don't.
I'm not going to say it.
Because I haven't even seen it, and I don't want to.
Like, the person who I'm talking to, you know about,
Yeah.
she's already seen it, but she hasn't even watched the fucking first one.
Yeah, you've explained that to me, and that's kind of annoying.
Like, imagine watching something that you haven't seen the following prequel to, for fuck's sake.
Which the first one was fucking amazing, my head.
Yeah, I loved the first Doctor Strange. That shit was amazing.
Just come up with a follow-up anyway. We could talk about the state of the movies after as well.
What do you mean in the same movie?
Talk about the state of the recent Morbius film, or we can talk about
yeah.
public domain.
So best film ever, Morbius. Prove me wrong.
Do you know what? We'll talk about a public domain issue in a bit, if you want to carry on talking about video games, that is.
What would you mean by a public domain issue? So you have to reform to me. I'm monkey brain.
New thing came into public domain. They're doing something very drastic with it.
So how does Morbius fall into that then?
No, movies in general. Like movies in general fit into it.
I mean, we can go on to the discussion about movies. Because I don't know what to say about games.
Are we done with the video game thing now? That's your question.
I don't know what to say about video games other than they are fun to play and they should not be as low hyped as they are. I feel like they deserve more recognition.
And that's why they've gotten worse over the years.
I feel like they deserve more recognition, and I feel like Raid Shadow Legends should sponsor us, and we tell people to install it, and people do it, and we get paid.
But I also feel like the reason games have got are like either overhyped and really not as good is because number one, they're filled with bugs. Most recent games are filled to absolute
It's
bugs.
Pennywise.
Why'd you say that? It's Pennywise.
Look at the name.
Oh my god.
It's Pennywise, my guy.
It's Penny Unwise.
Nah, it's Pennywise. What do you mean?
I feel like that's because of the state of, I mean, because you become saturated in all the classic boring tropes games have become a bit boring.
Yeah, but the only issue though, yeah, is that a new game can be made. Like, let's say for example, For Honor 2, yeah, has a whole different combat system and everything. It's very good, very good, yeah. And yet, another Call of Duty can come out, and yet that will have more
Well, this
recognition.
is what I was about to say. Right, first-person shooters, yeah. Either
Yeah,
futuristic,
Battlefield,
historic, modern, or they're
COD,
apocalyptic. Those are the only genres they seem to have.
zombies, yes.
Those are the only genres they seem to have.
Oh, yeah,
Melee
actually,
games,
yeah.
melee games can range
Medieval.
from, I don't know. Here's the 4 genres they fit into: sci-fi, historic, like obviously samurais, which is a massive trope they always use. Um,
Yeah, you
it can't really
weeb.
go modern or futuristic really, apart from like, I don't know, laser swords, like anime. There's like, I guess there's 3 genres that fits into: anime, fucking historic, and fucking what?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, have you not seen the best game in the world, Genshin Impact?
but yeah, that's what it fits into. It doesn't really go that far. And Genshin Impact, I'm not going to talk about it.
Oh,
So
sorry, people
obviously,
who play that,
those are
they do like children.
yeah, those are the genres that fits into. Racing games. Well, that's only modern, isn't it?
Um,
That's only
nah,
modern.
I
Apart
play
from
with my
Mario
fucking
Kart.
tractor.
Apart from Mario Kart. That's literally it.
Nah, I play with my tractor.
It's either fan favorite game like Crash Bandicoot Racing, or it's a modern just racer like Need for Speed
No, like I said, I'll play with my
or Forza
tractor.
Horizon. Yes, I get it. All right, you played a bit of Farming Simulator and thought you could brag it.
Hey, I'll run you over.
But anyway, yeah, that's as far as racing games go. What? Fighting games,
Horror games, horror games.
horror games, yeah. Paranormal,
Yeah.
that's literally it.
Um,
Paranormal and
no,
zombies.
you've got simulators,
Yeah, but
and you got VR.
it's mainly just paranormal. No, but I'm just saying like the genres are normally just paranormal or zombies.
Yes, Minecraft, paranormal.
That's horror. That's
Fauna,
horror.
paranormal.
It's horror for you. It's just paranormal and zombies, really.
What? Minecraft?
No, I'm talking about horror games
Oh. Well, duh. I mean, you've got that, but then you've got like, what's it?
or slasher.
Like, well, no, you've got like insight and like asylum ones and shit, like whether in a mental institution, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, a mental institution. Yeah,
Like
which has paranormal
like a
activity going on.
forest
Which has
or a
paranormal activity.
forest. No. You
Yeah,
see,
but I
I
said
carry salt
zombies
around
and
with me.
cannibals slash mutants fall under zombies.
No, because I carry salt around with me. Therefore,
But
ghosts disappear.
it falls under that
No,
category.
no.
It, it's just body horror. But I mean, the
No.
fact that I can sit here and name the genres in such a broad thing just shows how much has been used. It's not obviously there's never anything new.
Yeah,
The
because
reason
there's
For
only
Honor
so
was
much you can
received,
create there.
yeah, but what I'm saying is the reason For Honor was received so well is because it's basically what makes it's basically like the melee combat of like a first-person shooter without being chivalry.
I mean,
It was
this,
kind of
yeah, but it's also why Elden Ring does so well, though.
yes, because it's a FromSoft game. It's the newest FromSoft game, which is like a Soul series. It's a hard game, legendarily hard. That's the reason it's popular, and it's no other games really like that, apart from like games that are made by FromSoft or Noah. But Noah 2 flopped, so we're not going to talk about
Hey man, you
that.
even know out of
But
this.
the game they the game they made, which is Dark Souls, literally has a genre of Souls likes because they're like it. Nothing was like it before they made it.
Hey, there's the Soul like games, like the
That's
ones
what
that
I
are
said.
literally like the games.
That's what I said.
Oh, yeah.
Souls like or Soulsborne.
Okay, well I don't want to talk about gaming. You've bored me.
Right. subject of the fact that they're making Winnie the Pooh a horror film?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
How does that make you feel?
Demoralised, and quite
I think
frankly, I
it's
don't want to
weird.
live in this society.
I think it's weird.
I don't want to live in this society. I don't feel like Winnie the Pooh should be eating my guy out here. He did nothing to deserve it. Free my guy, what's his name?
Eeyore.
Eeyore. The
The
poor
fact that they've
donkey, he
already
didn't do
spoiled
shit.
the fact that they've already spoiled the premise is a bit weird as well.
You know, I reckon it's because they watched that one fucking South Park episode where they got killed.
Right, I'm just gonna get into my bed because I can't do this. Why? Yeah.
Anyway, the main film we want to talk about, Morbius, great film.
Yeah, Morbius was such a great film, I would not watch it again.
Yes, you
really,
would.
Like, it's so good, I can't watch it again because it will just outshine.
You would watch it again.
No,
You would watch it again.
So I can't.
No, you would. No, you would. Don't lie to me. I know you loved Morbius and everything about it.
Yeah, it's stupid. Jared Leto, want to get to talk about Jared Leto?
Jared Leto, my guy.
Jared Leto, my guy.
What?
Second film you've been in that sucks.
Bro, he's amazing.
You're a psychopath.
No.
You're taking the meme a bit too far.
No.
You took the meme so far that you actually...
No. It's a great film. Also, you...
That's all I want.
Shit, I'm trying to type.
Just trying to type.
Okay.
Wait, what? No, you said also you, and I got confused.
Also you, what? Huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what you said. Oh, that I'm going
No,
fucking crazy.
no, I said you need to speak up.
Oh, I'm in my bed.
No, I can tell, that's why I'm saying you need to speak up. We've been playing this game for like, what, nearly now fucking 5 hours.
Yeah. What do you mean nearly 5 hours? It's been like 7 now.
What?
Yes, it's 6:30.
Nah, you were lying to me.
I'm not lying to you. I've managed to rep my pension twice.
Why? No, you was already on rep 1.
No, I was not.
You was.
No, I was not. I was on level 10. I was on level 10. Pension.
Telling the porcupines.
It's not porcupines. I want a porcupine now because I'm hungry.
And go eat.
No, I don't.
I'll entertain stream.
Get entertained stream while I sleep.
No, I said go eat, you fucking bastard. Oh, she's asleep.
So
Kiss
tired.
my ass.
I'm so tired.
Okay, let's talk about one more topic and then you can go to bed.
I probably won't even go to bed. I'll probably just turn off the podcast, go to sleep.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright.
Not yet though, like I said, let's talk about one more topic.
Good Guy's Gone Bad.
What?
Everything's alright.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Great film.
What do you think about the state of deaf music and why? Do you think that anyone can make music?
Make what deaf? Bro, I can barely hear you.
Good point.
Good point. What?
Bro, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
Bro, I'm saying I can barely hear you.
Can we just stop?
No, like I said, one more topic.
I can't have a topic with you if you can't hear me.
Then sit up. Get your ass back out of bed now.
No.
We've got a podcast to make, god damn it.
I'm not gonna go anywhere.
What do you mean?
Asleep.
Well, you got enough faith in this podcaster?
I don't have faith in my eyesight. I keep my eyes open. I can't keep my eyes open.
Come on, man, one more topic.
Man, I've been up for so long. I literally woke up at like 6 or like 7 a.m. the night before. I've been up for...
And I'm saying one more fucking topic.
I've been up for like over 24 hours.
I don't care, get back to work, you middle class citizen.
Says you, you're in the same boat as me. If we're both in the Titanic,
Nope.
we're both sinking,
Nope.
dying.
No, because my family make free income. Three types of income, I should say.
You sounded like a baboon. 3 income.
Free income.
Like, it's like tokens. My family make 3.
Yeah, and you know, you have an NFT. Be quiet.
Non-fungible, but still worth something.
No, you still have a fucking 8-board. Be quiet.
Yeah, I'll sell this on twat.
Yeah, you're not gonna make any money from it back.
For like 365k.
Yeah, that's how much it costs. You're not getting anything back from it.
No, I have it. You never said I bought it.
No, you bought it. Don't lie to me.
Oh, come on.
I know you bought an NFT.
Don't let me down. I think I'm losing my mind now. It's in my head. Darling, I hope.
What is this guy going on about?
What?
What is this guy going on about? He's turned into Jared Leto himself.
I lick my balls.
I knew it. He is Jared Leto.
Batman.
Okay, I think it's time we end it because someone's.
Fairly died. Goodbye, guys. End of podcast. Leg of ham.